Hi everyone, welcome to my video. This is top 10 figures that I've done purchased in 2025. Hope you enjoy. And just to be clear, that they don't have to have released in 2025. It's just shit that I bought. So it's all about me, baby. It's all about me.
Kicking things off at number 10, we've got Mayfix John Wick Chapter 4. Now, if it's not obvious, this guy has aura. This is what fucking aura means, dude. This figure is amazing for figure photography. He brings any scene you put him in to life. Now, maybe that's just because he's got good actor likeness. Like, this is John Wick. This is Keanu Reeves, 100% wonderful likeness. But when you've got this guy posed up, body slamming some anime character or whatever, he is so much fun to take photos of. Despite the limited articulation and the weird suit design, this whole bit that's like a floating piece on top, which sucks. Despite all of that, this is good. Number 10, moving on. Now for number 9, we have SH Figuarts Millennia from Elden Ring. First of all, I can't even believe this figure exists. What a cool fucking figure, dude. She looks amazing. The sculpt is incredible. She comes with everything you could reasonably expect, right? The paint is pretty good where there is paint. And somehow they managed to make the skirt work. Usually I hate when they do the split design. I think it looks terrible and feels terrible. This is soft enough to where you can still get her into any pose you want. And I don't think cloth goods would have been able to achieve the same game-like aesthetic. The details on this figure are incredible, right? Let me show you her rotten flesh. They really did a good job on this stuff, man. Look at this. The details on her prosthetics are great. I don't know if this is supposed to be like ceramic or what, but it looks amazing. Her face, or what you can see of it, looks fantastic. The cape is beautiful, although the wiring might as well not be there. It's not gonna hold any action poses. It kind of sucks. But still, I just love that this exists and that she's as posable as she is. This is a great figure. Number 9. Moving on. Now, coming in at number 8, we've got Revoltech Saitama from One Punch Man. This figure is fucking sick, man. First of all, really cool to finally have a good 1 to 12 scale Saitama by a premium brand. Premium in the sense of paint and articulation, not premium in the sense of actual quality of what you end up getting, because fuck you, I had to glue the leg back onto this figure because it just popped. The joint just wasn't glued in when I got him out of the box. Aside from quality control issues though, this figure rules. I love the liberty they took in articulation with this. Not afraid to cut the sculpt here and there. Some people might hate the shoulders. I don't think they look great, but the range and the freedom you get when moving him is just so worth it. I love how sharply painted the faces are. Now this is the fucking Revoltech exclusive head, but all the serious faces are the same. They are painted very cleanly. I love the cloth bit of the cape. I don't think they had to do this. I don't think this whole thing is great. But despite that, dude, the articulation is so good. That is app crunch without using the thighs. If you use the thighs, you can fold this dude in half. This is such a good figure. I love the typical Revoltech bend at the knee, using that extra joint. It's so good. It's so dynamic. I love this figure. This is great. I love this character. I love the show. I love the manga.
I love my God and I love my country.
The accessories are great. What a good figure. Number 8. Moving on. Now, coming in at number 7, we've got Saitama's best friend, Genos from One Punch Man. Revoltech, Amazing Yamaguchi, Genos. I mean, I could say all the same things about this guy that I said about Saitama. The paint is awesome, the sculpt is awesome, the range in articulation is awesome. The arms can be a little bit awkward, the cloth goods can be a little bit awkward. I don't like this bit right here. That's as good as it'll get. It's never going to be fully flush here at the seam, at the connection. The details underneath are sick. Me likey. Thank you. Moving on. Now, before I get into this, let me just say
this.
a lot of the specific places in this list are debatable. From here on out, it's pretty much up in the air. Coming at number 6, X-Cocoon, some Chinese studio, Quinley, or, you know, I mean, it's Street Fighter Alpha Chun-Li. This figure is next fucking level, dude. First of all, look at the details on the face. And people were disappointed about this because the original face they showcased looked a bit more sharp, a little bit more detailed. I think this looks incredible. I think this is a stylistic difference from what they initially advertised, but it's not worse by any means. The eyes are posable. The cuts they made for articulation are very placed in a very smart way. We've got the thigh swivel, which can look a bit weird like this, but you're never gonna pose the leg like this. If you use the thigh swivel like that, you're gonna have her doing some kind of kick, some kind of motion, so that this bit is not gonna be visible anyways. Even if you ignore the thigh swivel, she just has incredible articulation across the board. One thing I don't like is the bend that the double joint at the knee creates. This is very unnatural looking. I'm not talking about the stripes, I'm talking purely about the shape this creates. This is very unnatural looking to me. This is why I prefer single joint knees. But still, I can overlook this. The range is still great. This still allows her to get into any pose that you want. Her ab crunch is fantastic. You know, I'm trying not to use the legs for the ab crunch. The ab crunch is fantastic. If you do use the legs, fold her in half. And then on top of that, I wouldn't count this for a figure that I didn't like, but her accessories are phenomenal. You know, she comes with these fucking things. She comes with a bunch of swooshing effects, which I don't care to pick out right now. One thing I will say, her shoulder joints, which are kind of Yamaguchi-esque, do a great job on paper, but if you own this figure, you already know this, they have some quality control issues. They might break on you. That being said, I bought one of the first batches of this figure. All I had to do once one of my joints broke was I reached out to the store I got it from, and they sent me the replacements for like 5, just covering the shipping basically. They sent me a bunch of replacement shoulder joints, which if you buy her later release batches will come with the figure. So just incredible stuff. I'm definitely picking up whichever Street Fighter figure this studio releases next. Moving on. Now, coming in at the first of the top 5, we've got Mafek's Luke Skywalker. You might be surprised to see this iteration of Luke here because he doesn't really look like Mark Hamill too much. In my opinion though, let me show you. This Luke looks like Luke Skywalker the character, sorry. Not Luke Skywalker as portrayed by Mark Hamill. Articulation wise, he's got a really good ab crunch for what you actually get. Just that single joint right here. No nothing in the torso. This is just a brick. He's got a really good ab crunch. You know, the knees are limited, whatever. The drop down legs are a bit weird. I don't care, dude. This is the greatest 1 to 12 scale Luke Skywalker out right now. And it's not just that, it is still a good figure, you know? The cape is really fucking cool. I like the saber. Dude, it's like the most badass Luke Skywalker figure you can get. That being said, major gripe. Let me redo this. Now, coming in at number 4, we've got SH Figuarts Ichigo from Bleach. This is I think this release is called Getsuga Tensho, which is because of this effect piece that he comes with, which is, you know, that's the move, that's Getsuga. But we don't care about these things. Those are nice bonuses for a good figure. That doesn't make a bad figure good. This figure is awesome. Easily the best figure out of the Bleach line. Articulation-wise, sculpt-wise, paint-wise. Dude, I love the highlight. I love the highlight in the hair. It looks so clean. I love the faceplate with the blood on it. I love the masked faceplates are next level. And the fact he comes with a white Ichigo head as well. So fucking cool, dude. Zangetsu looks incredible. They got all the details down. People are like begging for cloth goods from the Bleach line. Sometimes I agree. This though, I don't think they could have done a better job with this part right here. The sculpted details look so good, and then the articulation on top just fucking tickles a part of my brain, dude. It's not as perfect as a wired cloth good as wired cloth goods could have been. But aesthetics-wise, I think that is a sacrifice worth making. I love the way these articulated tails look. For a figure from the Bleach line, the articulation is better than ever. It's more than serviceable. Love the butterfly joints. This figure just rules. Don't let the Bleach line die. We need more Soul Society arc. We need more Thousand Year Blood War. We need all the bad guys.
We need some female characters.
I love Bleach, man. I love Bleach! Now, top 3. This shit is getting serious. Dude, he's too big for the setup. Let's be fucking real. Do I even have to say anything, bro? It's BD Broly with the DKO heads. Come on. This guy speaks for himself. Let's be so for real. What the f do I even gotta say? Look at him. Draw your own conclusions. Moving on. Now, coming in at number 2, we've got SH Figuarts Goku from Dragon Ball Daima. Funny thing is, when I first saw the promo shots for this figure, I thought this looked like shit. I thought the single joint knees looked horrendous. I thought the skinny design looked terrible. I didn't really like Daima too much. And now he's my top 2. In fact, if I'm being completely real, this guy I might enjoy playing with this guy more than I do the figure in number 1 on this list. But let me just quickly go over why I like this guy so much. I think the design is awesome. I love the skinny look. When you get the figure, it just works. He looks so wise. And this might be the most articulated Goku that we have. So I modded the ab crunch. I took out his ab piece underneath the soft plastic gi, which allows him to have much better ab crunch going forward and back, which, you know, you still get all of this when you buy the figure. So I'm counting. I don't care. I'm counting it. Ab crunch is great. Using the legs, even better. You know, dude, that's solid. That's good. That is good. Knees are great. The silhouette, fantastic. I still think this doesn't look incredible, but it's not like the double joint knees look any better from the front. This looks way cleaner. I love these. These are so good. The fact that it goes forward and back, thank you. The feet are really good. Just dude, the range on this guy. The butterfly joints. This isn't just a good Goku, this is a good figure. I would recommend this to people who don't even give a shit about Dragon Ball. Another thing, I love the way they did the sleeves. They're also made out of a soft plastic. They don't get in the way, but they're still solid enough to where, you know, you don't gotta fiddle around with them. It's so natural. Best head and neck articulation of any Goku there is. It's all so natural and it looks so good. You don't gotta think about it, dude. You can just move him and he'll hit any pose you need. I love this figure. I love playing with him. Top 1 desk toy, top 2 figures of the year. You'll see why. Moving on. Now, coming in at number 1. It had to be Cell Games Begin Goku. This figure, in essence, is something that I've wanted my whole life. In actuality, I've been waiting for this guy, super fucking excited, ever since the day he was announced. Sculpt-wise, this is the perfect Z Goku. He's beefy, he's got sharp edges, he's got a beautiful hair sculpt, really good paint from the front, no paint from the back, we're gonna ignore that. Great sculpt on the faces, the smiling face. God, dude, this is the fucking perfect Super Saiyan Goku. In theory. Quality control-wise, this sucks. This sucks. And the fact that this happens sucks. See that face coming undone? Yeah, I hate that. The face and the hair plate will pop off. I don't like the floating sleeves here. I don't think that's necessary. I think they can just... If they were just glued to the shoulders like this, I would not complain at all. There's never a point where I'm like, oh, I want them to look like this. Now, one thing they improved on from the Daima Goku is ab crunch. People are complaining about the gapping. Oh, there's gapping. If you're gonna have him bend this way, you're not gonna display him facing this way. You're not even gonna see it. That being said, you can use the floating belt piece anyways to bridge that gap. push that up a bit. Not as bad. This goes for all directions that you bend them in. Love the soft plastic they used.
It feels really good in hand.
Aside from the loose joints here and there. Same goes for you, actually. So again, quality control wise, I have a lot of issues with this specific thing.
Fucking love this figure, dude. Top one of the year. Thank you for watching. Say bye-bye.
This is Bugs' new outro. I know, right? Trizzy on the beat, ho. He's Bones, Eddie Pack figure. He a freak, bro. Cut box, he could go around. Ain't he clean though? Set him up and see what's good and put him in a neat pose. What's up with these jabroni ass figures? Don't pass inspection. They joints is rickety, so fuck 'em and they creators. How many figures Jabroni got? I mean, I can't even mention. He's been a sack all these toys that he's collected. Peep my gold and see the grails that he's been fetching. Trizzy gotta pop out of show. Can I say that? Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. You might want to bleep that out. You might want to bleep that out. I said the N-word. And for anybody confused on why they bleeped it out, if they bleeped it out, I said the N-word. Alright, see you later.